started integrating Jenkins with GitHub so that upon a git commit, we can start a build. We created two machines. We used two machines. One is the master machine and another one was the slave machine. In the second master, we moved into testing and coverage analysis. We increased the coverage by 51%. We also performed fine box analysis to get interesting results. Then we also added a PMD component to do static analysis and implement the custom rule set. Next, we move to the third milestone. The third milestone was focused on implementing a simple canary deployment, which starts with terminating any existing AWS instance. And after that, we'll fire up one AWS instance, with necessary dependencies and applications and everything. So that is getting set up. We're waiting to get it for ready. That should be, once it's ready, should pop up in the dashboard. Let's see how that goes. We're still waiting it to be ready. Let's check out the dashboard. Yep, it's running. So now if we go and check our browser, the Tomcat server should be ready and we should access Tomcat server and all the apps that are running on that server. Let's check out our simple web app. Up and running, so we're good to go. Next step is to check out the canary deployment using this canary.sh script. Let's see how that goes. It's taking time. It will check the necessary dependencies and do the exact same thing as it did for the existing instance. Let's check out the AWS dashboard. If it's running, there should be a corresponding status update. Yes, it's running and it's initializing. That means once it's up and running, we can check out whether the Tomcat server is running in the same way that we did before. Looks good. Let's check out the simple web app. Looks good too. The one thing we do want to mention is the monitoring part that we also did as part of the third milestone. Looks good. We use the Java Melody simple plugin that monitors web apps running on Java. It has a whole bunch of metrics, which is very useful, I guess. Let's see for the next app. Looks good. We are able to monitor everything for both apps. For the special milestone, we are focusing on implementing a very miniature version of the Chaos Monkey, which is a very unique service provided by the Netflix. So Netflix uses this service to do resilience testing on all of its infrastructure and servers. So to test, so the basic idea of Chaos Monkey is that imagine a monkey ramming into your infrastructure and pulling off cables of any server randomly. And that to enable that, what we are going to do is we already have some instances running, and amongst those instances there's a master instance and there are also slave instances. So what the master instance will do is that it will have a list of all the slave instances, pick any of the instances randomly, and it will, upon selection, it will shut down that instance. So once a specific slave instance has been shut down, the master will need to detect that automatically, and it will also need to reroute the traffic. So for example, let's say the master has selected a slave instance number 1. It had a simple web app server running on a Tomcat server. The master must know that the slave instance number 1 has been shut down, and after it has detected that, it can reroute the traffic to another slave instance, say for example 2 and 3. So in our case, we have created a bunch of instances and selected one instance as a master, and the rest of the instances are slaves, and the master instance will contain a list of those slave instances. Not only the master will read out the traffic, it will also send emails. For example, once if it detects that a certain instance is down, emails will be sent to for any given email address saying that hey, this slave instance is down, and this the next step of action that was taken by the master was to enable another instance. Thank you.